What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today I want to come to you with an urgent message for all inspiring Pan-Africans and pro-blacks that want to go to Africa and purchase themselves a piece of land to build, and establish institutions. I encourage you guys to make it fast. Do it ASAP. Do it quickly. All right? If you got the means and the time, go do it right now. Don't delay. All right? Because your procrastination is going to cost you money. It's going to cost you money. Why do I bring this up? Because just yesterday, I purchased another plot of land in my area. I've told you I'm buying up the block, right? It was an opportunity that was given to me by somebody in the village who, they're not from the village, but they live in the village, and they had bought some land. They were building a house on it. They built most of the house, and then for whatever reason, they just stopped, didn't want to complete it, and they wanted to sell it. So the guy, he held it because he knew that I may possibly be one of the ones in the village who can buy it immediately if I wanted it. So the guy held off, talked to me, say, look, I just want to sell it. I wanted to sell it to somebody who's gonna buy it right away, because he could sell it and then somebody can start a payment plan and then never go through, or maybe they don't have the money. He knew, because my name is around the community, that, hey, he might be interested. So he gave me the opportunity. So I purchased one plot of land and basically almost a whole built house. All the concrete, for the most part, is put up, which is the most expensive part. And I'll have to do the finishing, plastering. So I got me a nice new plot of land with a house I'm gonna work on and build. I'm gonna make that like my little project. I'm not in no rush to build it or whatever, but it's just something that I got, right? More assets. I'm probably gonna put a store in front of it. It's a great little location, right? Next to, it's real close to the rest of my land. But this land, minus the house, was double the amount of land, double the price of what it is that I would have normally paid for that amount of land. Because real estate, all right, real estate is going up. It's always going up. It's never going down. That's the one thing about real estate. It just always goes upwards, never downwards. One of the best investments. And I'm so glad I'm in Nigeria and not all these other countries where all these people are going and they're having all these land issues, because you go to the Gambia and you get, you got people trying to chop your head off and stuff. You go to Ghana, you got people buying land that you can't buy because you can't buy land, but somehow people are buying land and wonder why they've been scammed on land deals, because you're in a country where you can't actually buy land. You're trying to do stuff, dubiously, and dubious things happen to you, wonder why, right? Going to all these other countries, Nigeria is the place, I'm telling you. You go there, you buy land, guess what? It's yours. And guess what? There ain't no federal taxes on that land. And guess what? You can pass it along to your kids and your kids' kids. It's your land, no problems, right? Purchasing the land in Nigeria is very simple. I got every one of the lands I purchased is registered in the court. Like, there's no issue. During process, you gotta have your passport picture and witnesses and their passport pictures all attached to the document. They're not playing no games in Nigeria. So I just purchased it, and it just got me thinking, like, yo, you guys need to hurry up, because as much as we sit here and we talk about all the issues that we got, and we talk about the past indiscretions and the past dubious freaking activities of various different groups, right? And we talk about what that has done to Africa. But the thing is that a lot of that stuff is in the past, right? And there's a lot of things that's happening in the present, right? Under the power of African people that's positive, right? And it's just as much as we think about the past, because I'm a historian, just as much as we think about the past, we also have to think about the future, and how, even though we live in the present, how we need to get prepared for the future, right? So all you guys is looking to stake your claim, I implore you to do it now. Things are changing, guys. Look, AI is coming, artificial general intelligence is coming, the robots are already here, and once quantum computing gets to a retail level, it's game over. Jobs about to be disappearing. Massive corporations about to be laying off a whole bunch of people. It's already started, right? If you're a coder, you're a programmer, your time's up, because they don't need you. All the white collar jobs, they don't need you. Most of us black folks, we live and we do white collar work. We work in these office buildings, right, that you see here, doing all the administrative, accounting, auditing. All those jobs are no longer necessary, right? And soon enough, and all these jobs are slowly but surely gonna get phased out as the technology improves. And technology is proving so fast, it's hard to even catch up, guys. Like, I'm into techie. First of all, I'm a Trekkie. All right, I'm a sci-fi, space, futurist type dude. I'm all into that, and I also love history. And I've been paying attention to what's happening in our economy and global economy. And we are moving into a new age, guys. And you got to start preparing yourselves for it. Put your kids in college for degrees that they can actually do something with. All right, get them certified in things that they can actually use, right? That a robot can't do. And don't think that what you doing a robot can't do. All right, trust me. All right, so you need to start thinking about, damn, you know what? When shit go hell in the handbag, when all these people start not having jobs, and you know how people act when they don't have jobs, there's gonna be a period of serious poverty, like we already see happening here, right? We already see it on our streets. We see people in tent villages all over the place, right? The worse it gets, you need to be able to get up and go. You need to be able to get up. If you start now, you buy yourself a piece of land, right? You build your house on it, start brick by brick right now. By the time the apocalypse come, you got a sanctuary. You hop on the plane, go to whatever African country you went to or whatever Caribbean country you want to go to that you bought your land or whatever. You'll have a safe domicile to go live and eat fresh food that still got seeds in it. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a house. You don't have to pay rent because you paid for it. You have land secured. Nobody can kick you off. You know why? The rest of the world is losing their freaking mind because rent is too expensive. Mortgages are too expensive. Only 5 companies own pretty much every goddamn thing. You know, it's a monopoly. So if you're gonna do anything, do it now, because before you know it, land is gonna be too expensive in Africa for the average person to afford. The only reason I'm able to do what I'm doing because I'm able to leverage my US money and take advantage of the economy right now. Because I know if I don't do it right now, I know for a fact later on I won't be able to afford it. You're gonna have to already be rich to buy land in Africa at some point. You're gonna have to already be rich to buy land in Africa at some point. And that point is coming up pretty soon, because keep in mind, Africa, the land in Africa, every square inch for the most part is 1,000 times more valuable than anything you can do in America. There's minerals and so there's water look, you dig almost anywhere in Nigeria or in Africa in general, you're gonna find water like this. And if you dig in there, the water's yours. If you dig in your land and you find oil, guess what? The oil is yours. If you dig in your land in Nigeria, you find gold, guess what? The gold is yours. That's how it works. You know, well, specifically for Nigeria, but I don't know about some other places. What I'm saying is, get on it now, guys. Get on it now. Buy the land, hold it. Even if you can't afford to build anything, buy the land. If you secure the land, that's something that you have that's in your pocket. That way later on you can build, but just secure the land now. All right, that's my advice to you guys. Get on it now. If you're gonna do it, do it. If you're not and you're just an observer and you just like watching people do it, continue on and enjoy yourself. But if you're a man or a woman of action, it's time to take that action. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. It's Afro Think Tank, learn some, teach them. I'm out.